Hello everybody, welcome to the 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 introduction video. Now before we get started, I would just like you to make sure that you have ADB drivers installed on your computer and you have developer mode enabled for your Quest 1 or your Quest 2 Oculus headset. Now if you don't have those two things done, you will not be able to do this. So in order to help you get those done, I have put links in the description directly to the ADB drivers that you can install and videos teaching you how to install those drivers and enable developer mode on your Oculus Quest. Alright, so now that you have both ADB drivers and developer mode done on your Quest, let's get into the 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 Discord. Now, you can find this link in many places. You've probably found it on Reddit by now. So to join the server, you're just going to open your Discord, go to add a server, join a server, which you probably already know how to do, and paste your invite code in there. Now, once you join the server, you will be able to see everything in here, but like at the bottom it says you must complete a few more steps before you can talk. So basically what that is that's a barrier, so you have to read the rules before you join, and you have to agree to this checkbox and hit submit. Now before we do that, I just want to point out that Carlbot will also DM you the rules, and 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 will send you this welcome embed that's telling you to read the FAQ and just watch this video or you could be banned. It's very possible that we will ban you if you don't do something right, as in you skip reading the rules, or there's a question in the FAQ that's been answered many times, or even a bot responds to you and you don't pay attention and you just keep on asking questions and annoying people, and you basically make it a burden for everybody else. So you can get warned, and after 3 warnings you will get banned. So it'll give you the link to this video right here. Please watch it. This is the video that you are watching right now. Please watch this entire thing. I know it's long. I put timestamps in the description so you can skip about, but please watch the whole thing. Now, if you want to help us get games quicker, you can click on this Google form right here. It'll launch you into a little survey, and it'll just ask you what games you've bought on the Oculus Store, the Steam Store, or the SideQuest Store, and if you're willing to give us a clean copy of the game so we can help get these games faster. Now if you do fill this out, that's great. Thank you very much for helping 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦. You're part of the reason this whole community gets games as fast as it does. Now, back to the server. We can finally accept the rules. So once you read through every single one of these, and please do, because there may be some rules that get added and some that get removed, agree to this checkbox and hit submit. Now you have to wait at least 10 minutes before you can send messages in the server. That gives you more than enough time to read the rules again, read the FAQ, explore around the server a little bit, and then you can start chatting. We do have a general discussion channel. We have a discussion channel just for Quest, and we have a discussion channel just for PC VR. And if you help, we have multiple side-loading help channels. So yeah, you're in VRP, congratulations. Now, you're asking yourself, how do you get games? Well, once again, that's stated in the FAQ all the way at the top. How do I sideload? First, you got to enable developer mode, do your ADB drivers, and now where you get games, you get the Sideloader. So right here it says download Rookie Sideloader VRP Edition from this link. Now, if we click that link, you'll see that it takes us to this, and it wants you to open a link in an external program. You don't have that program yet, so clicking this, it's not going to do anything. So you need to download Telegram first. So you just got to go to this link right here, get Telegram for Windows, install it, wait for the setup to get done installing, and now we can open up that setup, hit run, choose whatever your native language is. You can choose where you want it to be installed, hit next, blah blah blah, all that general installer stuff. Alright, and once the installer is done installing Telegram, you can hit finish, and that will automatically launch Telegram for you. You just got to give it a second, and there it is. So now you hit start messaging. If you don't already have an account, it will ask you to, you can just do this and it'll sign you up. You can use your phone number to log in along with a password, if you choose. You don't have to use a password, but so if you don't have a phone number that you want to log in with, if you want to keep your phone number private, Telegram is private and everything is generally really safe here. But if you still decide you don't want to use your phone number, you can use online sites like Google Voice to generate a phone number that you can use here. Now, they may not work all the time. That's the thing about using an online site like that, is the phone number may already be used with Telegram. So if you've tried it multiple times, you can't get anything to work, please DM me, and you can find my DM either in the VRP server. I'm always online, I'm under mod, or you can go back to the welcome message that 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 and left click my name right here and just type me a DM and hit enter. So I'm going to put in my phone number right now, and then it will text me a code right there. My code is 27430. Now we're in Telegram. You can close out of the download window for the desktop client. Now you can go back to the Discord and click on this link to get into the VR Pirates Telegram. Alright, so once you click this link, it's going to open a desktop or browser window asking you if you want to open in Telegram desktop. Click that, and then immediately when it launches Telegram, hit join group down at the bottom, or every time you launch Telegram, you will not be in this group. So it's going to give you a welcome message right here, and then definitely read through the FAQ here, just in case, because Telegram is a different community to the Discord one. It's a little bit jankier, honestly. But all you have to do is click this link right here, and then click start right here. Now the bot is a little slow. It will take time. Give it a second. Alright, so it finally responded. Now, to get the Rookie Sideloader VRP edition, you click here, and then give it a second, maybe click it again, and then you can download either the VRP Essentials, what will give you the Sideloader, it'll give you the R clone, so you can access all our files, including our save states, our Quest firmware, our homebrew, previous versions of Quest games, PC VR games, all that. Or you can just get the Rookie Sideloader, or you can just get the Resilio Sync, which will sync. It's basically kind of like a torrent thing. You're going to be a peer for all our files if you choose, or you can just use that to download all the files. And our Chrome browser, which I said, allows you to see all our files too. I'm just going to get the Rookie Sideloader standalone version because so many people are having problems with the VRP Essentials. So I'm going to click that. I guess click it twice. There we go. And then right here, Rookie Sideloader 1.17.1 VRP Edition Portable. Now you just have to click that and it will start downloading, as you can see right here. Now I'm going to let that finish downloading. Okay, so once it's done downloading, you can right click it and hit show in folder, and that'll give you a Windows Explorer pop-up that just shows you the zip file. Now what I like to do to install the Sideloader is I like to make a separate file on my desktop. I'm just going to call it Sideloader. And then I like to drag and drop the zip file into the Sideloader folder and then just extract it. Now we can let it extract like that, and then it'll show up with all the files right here. Now at this point I'm going to plug my Quest into my computer so the Sideloader can pick up on it. Now if this is your first time plugging your Quest into your computer, you will need to look into the Quest and accept the window that gives you an RSA key or something like that, and hit allow every time, or else this will not work. You will get an error that says check for a confirmation in your device. A lot of people skip that error and then they get confused and post in the Discord about it. So please, if you get that error, look in your Quest headset for a prompt that says allow RSA key or something like that. Once you have that done, you can launch the Sideloader and then let it load real quick. And as you can see, we have our mirrors here and we have all our games here. Now as you see here, we just ran into our first error right here that says unhandled exception, blah blah blah, and Nix was out of range. Just hit continue and the Sideloader should work perfectly fine. Now if your device ID does not show here and it says no device found, don't panic. Make sure your Quest is plugged in, make sure you've accepted the prompt on your headset, blah blah blah. Then hit ADB devices in the top left and that will hopefully show your device ID. If that does not work, please try a different cord, try a different port, turn your headset on and off again, make sure there's no prompts in the headset that you still haven't accepted yet. And if that doesn't work, then feel free to post in the Sideloading help channel. Now, awesome, you're this far. Now you want to get games. I'm going to teach you 3 ways to get games and install them. So, first way, which is the easiest way, is to use the Sideloader itself. You can just select the game here. So I'm going to do a Lullaby of Colors. Then you just hit download and install game. It's going to check if the configuration file is updated. It's going to load for a little bit. It may freeze. Don't go crazy clicking on it, but it will ask you if you want to download the game, and it'll give you the size of the game. Then you hit yes. Now right here is where it may freeze, but as you can see, it starts to download. It gives you your download speed and then your estimated time left for the download. Alright, so now it says done downloading, wait for install. So it's gonna, seriously, don't panic there. A lot of people panic saying, what do I do now? The Sideloader isn't doing anything. Don't worry, it's installing the game to your headset. That means it's copying every file that it just downloaded and installing the APK. So you should get a message that says APK output perform stream install success. If it's a success, it worked. Congratulations. Now you can go into unknown sources on your headset and launch the game. If it doesn't say success, please once again verify that you have accepted the prompts in your headset. Try a different cord, try a different port. The Sideloader can only do what it's designed to do, and if there's an error that's out of its control, it can't fix it for you. You have to do some troubleshooting here. But most of the time, this will work just fine. So you hit OK, and then we can hop into the headset and you can see the game. So now, as you can see, we are in our Quest 2 headset, and if you're wondering where unknown sources is, it'll be right here. You hit apps, you go up to the top right here, you scroll down to unknown sources. If you don't have that, you have not enabled developer mode on your device, so please enable that. And then you can see right here we have a Lullaby of Colors. Now we can launch that, and here we go. Here's the game. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's more relaxing than anything. And you hit start. You can see the game works fine. Not the best game, but it's a game, you know. So yeah, the game works, and you just installed your first game with Rookie Sideloader. Alright, so you just learned how to automatically install games with Rookie Sideloader. Now you're going to get into games that require a manual install, like, for instance, our current version of 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 1.13.2. Now, in order to get these games files on your computer for manual install, you're going to need to head to Settings and then turn off Delete Games after download and install, then hit Apply. So what that does, it saves the game's files to wherever you have the Sideloader executable placed. So, for instance, I have it in my Sideloader folder, so whenever I download a game, it's going to make a new folder containing the game's contents. So, let's get started by manually installing an easy game. So once again, I'm going to download and install a Lullaby of Colors. Now before you do a manual install, it's very important to unplug your Quest from your computer. And then you can hit ADB devices again, and it shouldn't show up. Your space should all go away. And then you can hit download and install game. So now it's going to ask you once again, do you want to install a game? It has that size. Hit yes, and then it's going to start to download again. So as you see, the download speed is going to appear there, and then so is your estimated time until it's done. And so I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so the game's just about downloading, and in a few seconds here you will see that we get an error. It says APK installation output performing push install, ADB error, failed to get feature set, no devices / emulators found. That just means that your Quest is not plugged in, and it can't find an Android device to install this game to. Now don't worry, we just hit OK, and then we go back to the Sideloader folder, and as you can see right here, it created a game folder called a Lullaby of Colors. Now in there we can find the APK for the game. Now we can plug in our Quest headset, whether you have the Quest 1 or Quest 2, doesn't matter. You just plug it in. As you hear, Windows pick it up, and then you hit ADB devices, and once again you can see that it shows you your serial number and then your space info. Now if you have an APK that you want to install, and this doesn't have to be a game APK, you can do Discord, you can sideload Spotify, Any apps that don't require Google Play services, you can sideload and they will work. Most of them are not completely compatible. They're in a usable state. But so yeah, you can do that. So you can just drag and drop it into this little box right here. And then as you can see, it's installing, and then bam, perform stream install. Now, like I said, it said success, so it worked. So now we can go back into the headset and play the game again. Okay, so here we are in the headset. We just manually sideloaded a lullaby of colors, and look at that, there it is again. So we just click it, and then it should load right up, and here it is. A lullaby of colors once again. It's not a very good game. You can start it, and it works. That's all you need to know. Okay, you just learned how to manually sideload an APK file. Now, our third method of installing a game is installing a game with an APK file and OBB files. Now, OBB files are incredibly name specific, so once you download them, you want to make sure not to change their name. So, to manually sideload and install a game with an OBB file is pretty easy. You just need the game's files. So I'm just going to look for a game that has an OBB. Let's say, I don't know, let's go with 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 right here. So you can hit download and install game. Make sure your headset is unplugged like that before you do this, so it actually doesn't install it completely to your headset, because you want to do a manual install. So you can hit download and install game. It will check if the config is updated. Give it a second. It's going to ask you for the size. Hit yes. And then wait for it to finish downloading, and then it'll give you the error message about no devices/emulators found. But as you can see, we can see our download speed, and then we can see the estimated time left. So yeah, I'll be back once it's done downloading. Alright, so it's almost done downloading, so get ready to plug your Quest in. And then once we get that error message that there are no devices or emulators found, there we go. Then we can hit OK, we can minimize the Sideloader, and we can plug in our Quest. So once again, on Quest 2, you plug in your Quest and then accept the prompt in the headset to allow access to files. So let's do that real quick. There we go. As you can see, it's mounted now. Now, remember, OBB files are incredibly name specific. So if you get this wrong, you're going to screw everything up. So when you're in this space here, this is your Quest files. You're going to go to Android and then OBB. Now, we downloaded 𝗧𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦. So we're going to... Sometimes it'll come in the folder already, which is nice. Then you can just drag and drop the folder. But if it doesn't, and it just comes with the OBB file, which would look like just like this, then you would look at the the publisher name and then the game name. So then you would copy this text. Be careful not to edit that name in any way, or once again, it won't work. Then go to your Quest files, create a new folder that has that name, and then you can just drag the OBB file into there and then let it copy over. Now, there's a reason why I haven't told you to install the APK yet. Sometimes when installing OBBs after APK files, the game will not work. I'm not 100% sure why. Some games it works, some games it doesn't. But this way that I'm teaching you right now is just a for sure way to make sure if there is any error, it's either with you or the game itself. So once this finishes copying, like I'm using a 2.0 cord, so it's going to take a little bit longer than using a 3.0 cord. But once it's done copying, I'll come back. Alright, so it's done copying. Now we can install the APK file. And once again, you can do so by just dragging and dropping into the Sideloader. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can use ADB commands in command prompt or a terminal or something like that. If you're on a Mac, you will use Sidenotes or something like that to install games and OBB files. But honestly, if you do know what you're doing, the easiest way is to install it with ADB commands. But like right here, it says perform stream install success, and that means it works. So we can hop in the headset and look at the game now. Alright, as you can see, we're back in our Quest 2, and we just installed MOS using a manual install for the OBBs and APK file. So now if we go back to our unknown sources, you can see it's right there. And as long as we did everything right, if you give it a few seconds, or sometimes it takes a minute, it will launch right up. So if we just give it a few seconds here, there it is. There's the logo, and that means it worked. Now, a few side notes. If you download a game that has multiple OBB files, you have to sideload every single one of them. If you download a game that has a user.json file or something else like that, that goes in the root of the Quest directory, which I will show you right now. Alright, now say you have Arizona Sunshine, for instance. That has this QQ random number string.json file and also a user.json file. Now these are the same kind of file, so you can install them the same way. All you have to do is make sure file access is allowed on your Quest 2 and your Quest 1, and then just drag and drop them into the root directory of your Quest, which is where you see all your files. And that's all you have to do to install those. So a few issues that the Quest 2 has that users complain about a lot is the controllers don't connect right away, or the Guardian is upside down or something like that. For the controllers, all you have to do is hold down the Y or B button on the corresponding controllers, and that will force them to wake up in about 1 to 2 seconds. And if it doesn't, just take the batteries out of the controllers and put them back in, and they should work. If that doesn't work, restart your headset. If that still doesn't work, you can ask for help in a help channel, see if anyone has anything that can help you, and if not, you can always go to Oculus support as a last resort, because no one really likes them. The Guardian upside down, that does seem to be more of a Quest 2 issue. I know the Quest 1 does have some Guardian issues, but it's not nearly as bad as the Quest 2 is. Quest 2 definitely still has its quirks and flaws. Hopefully future firmware updates will fix that. And one more issue is, as you can see on screen right now, I see a Sideloader launcher, but there is no Rookie's Android Sideloader executable. So if you click this launcher, nothing's going to happen. So in this instance, antivirus like Windows Defender or McAfee or Avast or whatever has deleted the Sideloader executable. All you have to do is Google, how do I add an exception for blank antivirus? And there's going to be 100,000 Google results telling you how to do that. And you just have to use your antivirus program to add an exception to the Sideloader and then reinstall it, and you should be good to go. Now, that about wraps it up for this 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗣𝗦 intro video. I would like to thank you for sticking around for so long. I really hope you guys have fun with games, and if you have any questions, put them in the help channel. If you want to just do general discussion, that's what the chill corner is for. If you want Quest specific discussion, then we have the Quest discussion channel. And for anything regarding PCVR, please use the PCVR discussion channel. So a few more side notes that I didn't mention in the main part of the video. If you are having trouble and you need a post in a help channel and you want faster help, please go to open a ticket, then react to this emoji. And then as you see right here, there's going to be a new ticket created and it's going to @ you. Then you can say, yes, I've read the FAQ. I can say Q2. I'm going to use Quest Beat Saber 1.13.2 and what issues I'm having and what I've troubleshooted with. So I'll say crashing mid-game. And I've done no troubleshooting. And then I'll say that, and then a mod will get back to me and say, hey, please follow our new guide or something like that. And then we'll just help you like that. There you have bots that you can use here, so if you want to do ZA help or something like that, you can get DMs from 𝗧𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗦𝗦. You can do cookies. You can use Carl. You can get info. So if you do plus info and then at yourself, you can get info on yourself. If you do use bot commands a lot, please create a ticket to do that and then delete the ticket after, as this helps us keep spam out of other channels. So other than that, that's about all I have for you guys. So once again, I would like to thank each and every one of you for sticking around in the video for so long. I know it's a long one, but it really helps our staff team out. A few last things before I go. And the welcome message from 𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦, it really would mean a lot to us and help us out if you could fill out that little survey about what games you bought and if you would be willing to help us. That'll help us get games quicker. We appreciate that. Everyone appreciates that. And then also, this next part is not associated with VR Pirates in any way, but in that welcome message there's also a donation link for Zale Anderson. That's myself. That just helps me keep up 𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗑𝗦. It helps me as a person, and then it just helps us produce videos like this. So if you could do that too and consider it, that would be great. And other than that, I think that's all, and you are all set for VR Pirates. Enjoy!